Yeah.
I don't know why we always end up back in communication because you having this whole dialogue internally and ain't talk to me about none of it. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Conversations. I'm your girl, Coach Jess, and this is my wonderful husband.
Coach Phil.
We're actually on location in Detroit, and there's a wedding happening just over there. I can see the bride.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really dope. So we wish her all
The best.
the best,
Stay
and
strong, Phil.
you know, in their marriage to come.
Brother, I'm praying for you wherever you are.
Well, your birthday is tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
How you feeling?
I don't know. It's my birthday. I don't, birthdays don't be, I be, like with the whole Scorpio season thing, but like just planning stuff, I ain't never with me. You planning stuff for me, but like as far as like actually doing something on my own, it's probably gonna be the first time. Like we just have an idea to like, hey, I'm gonna go home and do X, Y, and Z.
Actually, my idea was to go home, but you did find something to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But you bought stuff and you look good. You got your new clothes on and ordered a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
I ain't order a bunch of stuff.
It's okay.
Golly.
It's okay. It's your birthday.
Oh, folks, you running up.
Your skin looks really
Speaking of
great.
that, I need to put insurance. So I forgot to do that.
You haven't yet?
Why? I forgot after I paid the mortgage.
I
need to do that. I wanted the mortgage to come out first, actually. That's what that's why I had two, because I know, I could wait till I get paid. So we still have a cushion while we're here.
We don't need a cushion while we're here because a cushion while we're here is not in the budget. That's why I wanted to pay the bills before we left. We have to be mindful of spending while we're here.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
your money,
incidental,
you getting paid is already budgeted. So that's
I'm saying incidentals. I ain't talking about like just spending money. I'm talking about the incidentals.
Sir,
Whatever
I need
may
you to pay the
occur.
bills when I ask you to pay the bills.
Occur. Something may occur.
Well, it's gonna have to come from somewhere else, not our bills.
That's what I'm saying. That's where my thinking is.
Yeah,
but I didn't move it over.
And you did not communicate to me that.
I did forget though to mention that to you, but that was my intention to say, hey, also, because when I put my money in the account, I was like, oh shoot, well this would be straight until I get home because I ain't want to do it at work. I was like, did I pay? I was like, yeah, she asked me to pay the mortgage. I already did that. But I forgot that you said go ahead and do the insurance too. So
no, you didn't forget. You just said you wanted a cushion for while we were here.
yeah.
So you didn't forget.
Well, no, I forgot. But then when I went back to do,
because I said after the insurance paid, the home is out of commission.
Yeah.
So to tell you, not swiping.
Yeah.
And you said,
Yeah. I said,
I'm not gonna pay this insurance.
I said, yeah. No, I didn't say that. I was like, okay. So when I put the money in there after you said that, and I paid the mortgage, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. And I was trying to pay the insurance at work, but Allstate, I don't know if their servers are down or what, but I couldn't do it. And I was like, well, I'll do it when I get home. And then I was like, well, shoot, if I got to the 17th, I think, before it was late. So I was like, I'll just wait till I get paid again. But I was like, no, I'm gonna say something to her and see what she think about it, because that'll be cushion for us when we get home. But then I forgot.
Yeah, because what that does is that just tips you to spend money you don't have. So now you got this money in the account that needs to be on the insurance, that if we spend it now, we're gonna be $100 short, $200 short, $300 short. Now you gotta go find where that money gonna come from.
No, I can pay the insurance. I'll pay the insurance. I'm gonna pay it.
I'm saying, what you sure?
No, I'm gonna pay it.
You saying it's handled?
It's handled. I just said I was gonna pay it.
I heard what you said.
So why you ask me what I'm saying?
Cause where you got some money from? You had money from?
Unlike some people, but
that might be a good topic. Money.
Money is always a touchy subject. But anyway, folks be having secret stashes.
No, let's talk about why. Let's talk about why. This is a good time.
Secret stash.
Let's talk about why that's necessary. Hello, somebody. This is why it's necessary.
Why is it necessary?
Because I have you as a husband.
What that mean?
That and you are a little bit more wild and free when it comes to spending. You don't always dot
Explain.
your I's, cross your T's. What just happened?
What just happened? It's gonna get paid.
Anyways, so while we're here, I always pay the bills before I go out of town. I try to because I know that once I get to where I'm going, I'm
She makes a
spend.
budget at what we're going to pay, what needs to be paid. Well, I gave her all the
Yes,
dates
I
for all the
budget
bills that need to
us,
pay.
and I have resumed that role of budgeting for us because
Cause I will pay all the bills, and then the account will be empty, and then she be wanting to do ball head
you
ratchet
are
stuff,
a liar.
and we don't be having no money.
You are
to
a
pay all the bills.
liar.
And
You are
then she be looking at me crazy.
you are a liar,
But
sir.
she don't be mentioning that she got a little secret stash to
Listen,
where
listen. I told Philip, my husband, to pay all the bills before we left. He made a decision to conveniently forget to pay one bill so that we would have some extra money.
No. Don't say it like I did it intentionally. No, I forgot. I did forget to
Conveniently,
pay one
you
bill,
forgot.
but I was trying to do it at work. And where I work at, the service is bad, and I couldn't do it at work. And I was like, I'm gonna just wait till I get home. Well, in the midst of me being at work, after I stopped trying, I was like, well, hey, it's not due. It's not late. It's not late
today.
It's not late until the 17th, and I'll be getting paid before that. So we might be able to wait. So we'll go traveling, and we're going to Detroit. We will have cushion for whatever may happen. Right now, I ain't had no conversation with her. This is what I'm thinking at work. So I was like, well, we'll talk when I get off. But I forgot, and we never had to talk, and I never paid the bill. Now, I didn't do it intentionally. It slipped my mind, like between school and everything,
Between all of these things that
and her leaving early to go to the concert. You know what I'm saying? Me trying to get ready to make sure everything is straight before I leave. Because I went to work the day before I left, so I wasn't going home after I work.
What do this have to do with anything? I said, pay these bills.
Right. And I forgot one.
Conveniently.
It wasn't conveniently because I was intending on paying it.
You just said I get paid again before.
I said I was thinking about that while I was at work. But I was like, I'm going to talk to her when I get home to see what she think about it.
That money is already budgeted. The money that you're going to get is budgeted as well. So
right. Well, I didn't know that part. I didn't know you budgeted next week.
How do you budget? This is why. So in your marriage,
she the money man. So.
Who budgets your
money? I don't
money?
like handling money.
Who budgets?
I don't. I say that all the time. I don't like managing money because I never do it right. I don't do it right. Like I did. We even talk about with the bank, how the bank will say this is what you got, right, on the ledger, but then you got 6 things pending, and they say this is available, but it's steady taking out pending stuff.
This is why they used to have ledgers.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter what the bank says. You know on your ledger what you have based on what you have committed already. That's how you balance your checkbook. You don't look at what the bank says. You look at
what a checkbook.
They're digital now. They're not.
That's paper. What I'm saying. It don't give you an accurate account because this is pending.
Where is your record? Where's your record of your money and your expenses? No, you can't use the bank web. You can't use the bank app to balance your digital checkbook. You have to have a ledger on your own. So for me, it's my notebook. I write it all down in the notebook. How much is coming in, how much is going out. Obviously.
I don't do that. That's what I'm saying. You already tell me this all the time. You need to write it down. You need to write your schedule down. Write this down. Make a note of it. You're universally terrible at writing anything down to remember. Anything. Like I am grossly irresponsible with writing notes down.
Well, we agree on something, but my point is, and this is why you don't get it when I say you can't swipe the card for little petty things, because those little swipes
swiping.
You have a whole personal account. All of those little petty swipes come out of your personal account
Yeah.
because that adds up, and then I haven't budgeted for that.
So go ahead. I'm listening.
So I tried to give this up, actually, the budgeting. I did give it up for a while. I'm not as stressed as I used to be because even though I'm the one budgeting, he's still responsible for paying the things. So just like now, the car insurance money needs to be paid. Like if it does not get paid, that's on him. And we know that is the alignment. When we realign priorities, and I made sure that I was no longer carrying the financial weight of the relationship because for a long time I did because I was the money one, right? I was the one that was better at budgeting and forward thinking and thinking in the future, not just today. But the weight of that is also okay, when you come up short, then what? And because I was the one with the numbers, with the accounts, with all of the things, I was the one who was always stressed about how to pay Paul. Um, I can budget. I can give him the budget like I did. I can tell him what to do with the money like I did. He can still choose to do something different, but that is not the weight that I carry, right? Because I've done the work.
Now,
I've done the help meet work. I've
hear
done
what
the
I'm
support
saying.
work.
Not doing that intentionally. I wasn't doing that like I'ma just since I'm paying it, like I can make this decision. No, that's not what I'm saying. I was still gonna have a conversation with my wife. I forgot. She keeps saying conveniently. It wasn't convenient. It was an actual. She know I got a low D, a trailing D, and I.
But they don't know what that means.
That's fine. Oh, what I'm saying is, although I had a miscommunication, my intention was to communicate. That's the important piece. Like I was going to communicate, I just forgot. Like I don't want that to be overlooked. She said that she puts the budget together and gives it to me. Now I can choose to or not choose to, right? Do what she has given me, right? But even whatever I choose to do, there still needs to be a conversation. If I choose not to, rather, there needs to be a conversation, is what I'm saying. Like, hey, I see you got this to be paid. How about what if we do X, Y, Z? No, just, all right. Now, had she said that, I would right then and there pay, say less, boom. Had I not forgot.
Right. Because I'm like, I didn't even have a chance to have a
That's what I'm
conversation
saying.
because
That's what I said. I keep saying I forgot.
so anyway, he just made a comment about secret stashes. Right. I do not have secret stashes. What I do have is multiple accounts. And this is why. Because I have a husband who does not budget and does not always spend mindfully. So sometimes when things come up short, then Big Mama got to step in.
Until Big Mama pay for my VIP section for my birthday. It's only so much.
How many years ago was that?
Just saying. You done had the secret
You
stash since I know you.
Yeah. So why would I that was my birthday. So why would I pay for something that you can pay for my birthday?
Oh, so you saying run it up then this weekend? Is that what I'm hearing? That's what I just heard.
I have not
Did y'all not
budgeted.
just hear that?
I haven't budgeted for that.
Oh, you haven't budgeted for that though.
No.
Oh, okay.
So I budgeted this entire trip. Happy birthday. You're here in Detroit.
I'm paying for my plane ticket.
You paying for one plane ticket. You ain't paying for nothing else.
I'm not. Let me make sure I'm not.
No, you are, right?
Oh, okay.
You have your expenses.
Oh, okay.
That's all at your hotel, your rental car, right? Have you paid for any of that?
I didn't know we was getting a rental car. The
You
hotel.
wanted a rental car.
I
I
said
wasn't.
I said I was fine with whatever you decide.
No, sir.
I can get around. I am not below taking the D dot. I ain't forgot. God, I ain't the
So yes, I
will take
do.
the. No, I do miss taking the D dot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do want to get on the Q line because I've not been on that. But anyway, I do have secret stash. I mean, I do have other accounts, not a secret stash. I have other accounts where I'm able to save money because if it's in the account, he's not going to let me save it. Okay. So I understand the need to have it out of sight, out of mind. Right. And baby, when Big Mama wants something, Big mama gonna get it. So Big mama gotta make sure she got something on the side. Just in case. Just in case. Right? Just in case Big Daddy, forgets something. Big mama can come through. So do you all have accounts that your spouses don't know about? It's not that I'm hiding. It wouldn't be helpful information for him. I mean, I could tell him what I have, but that wouldn't be helpful. Anyways, who does the budgeting in your relationship? We, a friend of mine, Kelsey Keneal Hardy, has a group um where she gives financial tips. And one of the tips that she gave was that you should date your money. That you should every time you all get paid, that you should set a date to sit down and talk about priorities and budget. I've been wanting us to do that. I just don't think he's very interested. So I've been doing it on my own. You gotta sit down with me between school and
When
work
do
and
you sit down?
I sit down all the time.
Mhm.
Anyway, how do you budget your money? Who is the fiscally responsible one of you two?
And that term was very loosely used when you talk about fiscally responsible. Because sometimes I have to be the voice of reason. You can sit back and your faith can do whatever it want to do. But that is the case. I have to be the voice of reason
When?
because it's plenty of times
When have you
because
been the
she
voice
be
of reason
ready to
for
run
me?
it up.
When? When? When do you
You be
have to
like,
do that?
hey, let's do this. I'll be like, nah, we got this coming up.
When?
We'll keep going when it comes to me asshole. Because it's been plenty of time.
Who's the fiscally responsible one of you two? Who does the budgeting? Who's responsible for paying the bills? I know a lot of wives pay the bills. Like literally are the ones that pay them. I don't pay them because that again is a part of the weight. I release that, right? Here's the budget, here's what needs to be paid, go pay it, and then I'll let that go. But we know that finances are a leading cause of divorce. So this is definitely an area think about like how we're raised and the relationship that we have with money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us have to heal from some really poor ideas and about money. I know for me, I grew up seeing women running the house. And one thing about us is mothers, especially, is we don't want our kids to go without. So I saw a lot of prioritizing immediate needs over long term wealth, sustainability, right? If I have to choose between my kids having a Christmas and paying the light bill, my kids are gonna have a Christmas. And
That's crazy.
it taught me to
Christmas in the garden.
no, it's like New Year.
That's wild, dude.
Um,
But
but it
that's
taught
reality.
me to put me first, right? To put my wants first over my needs. And that is how you stay in a cycle of lack and poverty because you never do the hard work of denying your immediate needs to set yourself up for future reward. And that was a habit I had to break. Like that was work that I had to do. So a lot of times couples, it's so important. There's so much to heal from and trauma shows up everywhere, like in everything. And so your relationship with money and how you grew up and what you learned about money, what you didn't learn about money is so important to address those things, especially before you get married. You should know your credit score, your partner's credit score. You should know how much debt your partner got. You should know, like, y'all can't avoid these tough conversations because they are uncomfortable or because you are ashamed, because that is just unfair
Uh,
to your partner to bring them into a situation where they're financially harmed because you weren't upfront.
and it's just like for me, I grew up different from how she grew up. Like
He had money.
I didn't have money, my granddaddy did. Like we
That's why
pretty
he spent like
much.
that.
That's what I had to come to the realization. I am the way I am with money because I did what I didn't have to think about like, "Well, I need this or where this gonna come from." Papa, I need Papa. Can I have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was blessed that way. So now, you know what I'm saying. My thinking is we gonna get paid again. Be all right. You know what I'm saying. But it's still unhealthy in the fact that you're just focused on now and you don't have a long term vision on what your finances should look like. So that's something that I had to get away from and understand that you still have to have a plan for, you know what I'm saying, the longer term and for, you know, your kids to have something when they get to a certain
Yeah.
age and not have to worry about certain things. You know what I'm saying? So now it just changes and I've gotten a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I still got stuff I can work on, but I still understand that, you know, I still have to make sure that they will be good when they get to a certain point in their life. And I'm learning it now.
I don't know if you've gotten better or if you just make more money now.
I've gotten better. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't make that much more, especially not with my overtime.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about from like 10 years ago.
Definitely got a lot better because I was doing that 10 years ago.
Exactly. Now you
But
have
I
the money to
understand.
spend without it.
But I understand. So if we got more money and I was spending like I was then, you know what I'm saying? I still be out here just I
You
need to
just
do
put it on
stuff.
a Klarna.
Hmm. I'm saying, but even with that, I don't do that as much. I ain't got none of them. I ain't got none. My stuff is nothing on mine.
Here's an example of how we grew up differently, right? I grew up in survival, right? Making every dollar count. He grew up in more excess where he could have what he wanted, right? He was a young man, no kids. He could get what he wanted. We were going through a tough time financially. Like the first decade was tough for us financially. And I remember we were down to like our last like $30. And I had to get food. I had to get toiletries for the house. Like this $30 had to do what it had to do, right? And I think we were out of toilet paper. I asked him to go to the store to get some toilet paper. We just needed like 5 days, maybe until the next paycheck, right? So this $30 maybe had to go like 5 or 6 days. And I asked him to go to the store to get some toilet paper. This man comes back with a huge jumbo pack of like 30 rolls. And it was like $16, $17 for this toilet paper. And I was like, why in the fill in the blank would you spend over half of the money we had left on toilet paper when all we needed was a roll, 2 rolls, just to get us to? He said, well, it'll last a lot longer. Like for him, the value of having way more toilet paper, right, overrode the fact that we don't have any money, right? And it was just, and that's when I was like, oh, we have totally different ideas around value and money. He was just like, it'll save us money in the long run. We don't need money in the long run. We need money today. And that's when I said, okay, never send him to the store. If it's a crisis and an emergency, I'm not about to send this man to the store. This man spent almost $20 on toilet paper. 20 of the $30 we had left on toilet paper. Do you remember that?
I do. It seemed like the best investment at the time. It seemed like the best investment at the time. So
This is really interesting. I'm wondering even what financial workshops for couples might need to look like. Like who's doing this work? Is there anyone out like educating couples as it relates to finances? Because I think we all could benefit from that. Understanding your roots, understanding, where your ideas about money came from, and creating some healthy habits and routines and patterns so that you can build generational wealth.
I think it depends on what your financial goals are too. Like everybody's financial goals.
But do you even have financial goals?
That's what I'm saying. That's the basic foundation. Like
What's our financial goals?
our financial goal is to ultimately, of course, generate wealth, but then to be self-employed to where we're not on somebody else's time. We're on our own time. Like our money is making money while we on the beach somewhere. sitting down, like
So
all the debt free
those are
course,
huge aspirations,
debt
right?
free.
So what are the goals that we need to take to get there, right? So if we're going to be self-employed, how much
Mhm.
money do we need to have in the bank? If we're going to be debt free, are those assets, investments that are paying off this debt? Like this is a good time to start thinking about that. The new year coming up, we need to set some financial goals, some really clear, specific. I have my own, right? But again, how does that work when I might be working on this and you don't have any clue that this is what I'm trying to
I'm
accomplish?
trying to finish school right now. I'm finished school.
And school is another expense. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think we should plan a date. We have homework from last time that we haven't done either. We still have homework that we haven't finished from the last episode of Coffee and Conversation, creating our safe space where
Oh yeah. No, we didn't do it. I thought myself I'm like that was I was never just doing it. And you said
are you talking to them or
no, I
me?
talked to myself. But they talk to themselves.
Talking to yourself is not gonna translate well on an on an audible podcast.
I didn't want to hear it.
But nobody's talking. They don't know you talking to yourself.
They do know I just said it.
What is the word?
I ain't know. I don't know. We got to finish the homework. Ain't gonna finish now.
Why? We didn't put it off for 3 weeks now. Let's go on and get it off, cross it off our list.
I know. Since talk about
I ain't thought about it since we talked about it.
not like that. I'm saying like
No, it is like
really
that.
like
It's like
no,
that.
no, because I thought about it when we was having the conversation. We was texting back and forth because we're talking about that today.
What?
Hmm.
Why you ain't
So
say it there?
I don't know. Maybe that'd be the next one.
Here is your get in a grade challenge. If you do not have financial goals with your partner, sit down and set some financial goals. Maybe this weekend, next weekend, take some time to think about your finances. Look at your credit scores, get your credit report.
3 long term, 3 short term. We'll start.
Get your credit report. Talk about debt, right? Talk about all of those things. Talk about your story, right? Your beliefs about money, where they came from. Do you have a lack mentality, a poverty mentality? How do you know if you're operating out of a lack mindset or an abundance mindset? Like all of these conversations, I think we should do some more of this. I think this will be helpful, but we got to do it first. So we'll do it first, and we'll tell you all how it went, and then we'll share some resources, maybe.
We didn't sit down and chat. Girls.
Yeah, maybe Kelsey could coach us financially.
Like, hey,
Well, this has been Coffee and Conversations, hosted by the Gray Area. I'm your girl, Coach Jess. This is my wonderful, sometimes
Listen.
fiscally irresponsible husband. I love him though. I'm gonna stick beside him. Okay, I'm gonna stick beside him. But join us again. Again, just no pressure.
we'll have our
Just
safe word.
just a little coffee and conversation with the Pontoons. No pressure. Come on in. Drop your comments. Drop your reflections. Drop your ahas. If you're watching a replay, go ahead and type replay or life in the gray in the comments. Let us know you came by. And we're gonna go back to our staycation slash his birthday slash. I invited him to come with me to Detroit. Weekend.